जो लोग हिंदी वीडियोस देखते हैं, मेरी सारी वीडियोस हिंदी में भी होती हैं, आप प्लेलिस्ट में जाके या डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में हिंदी वीडियो जो है उसको देख सकते हैं. Hi friends and welcome to my channel. So let's just start the video with a nice singing bowl sound. So today is the video in the series of soul's journey, and in my previous videos we have already spoken about how a soul chooses to die in different ways, why murders happen, why suicides happen. We've spoken about how a soul takes a rebirth, how does a soul feel when it is out of the body, why there are ghosts, and why we feel some souls are negative, some souls are positive, why we feel those energies. Also, are the birds and humans same souls? And there is a lot of other things that we've spoken in last 5 parts of the soul journey, and I would encourage you to watch all those parts to get the complete knowledge or idea about what we are talking in this journey. And in the sequence, I was supposed to talk about how a soul decides a new life and how those people are around us. But there are a lot of questions about light workers. There are a lot of questions about connecting with the guides and angels, and that's why I thought that probably it is a right time to kind of do that, because I've already started a series on tarot reading, and once you start doing that, connecting to your guides and angels is going to be important and good. And also because you're doing something which is related to a light work, it is important to understand why light work, why you're attracted to it, and how can you actually become a true light worker. So for light workers, anybody who sees the light, in the sense who sees the hope, who sees the positivity, and who helps you see that positivity, that light, and go towards it, is a light worker. For that, you don't really have to be a person who's impacting thousands of people or lakhs of people or hundreds of people. Even if you're changing your own life, or even if you're changing the life of your loved ones or people around you, or people come and ask you for help, even if you're changing their life or helping them with positivity, you are a true light worker. So there's nothing that you can't be a light worker until you have certain people following you. So you can be a light worker who's changing his or her own life, or changing a few lives to changing many lives. So basically, light workers, I would divide light workers into two categories to begin with. First category of light workers are some people who've had a very beautiful, nice life. They have all luxuries, they have everything in their life, and they are attracted towards spirituality, and they are using all their assets and everything towards spirituality, towards helping people, towards making lives beautiful. Now this first set of people are people who probably are the souls who have either the last birth or last 1 or 2 births, because that's why they are not choosing, they've learned all of what they were supposed to, they are not choosing difficulties for them, but they are just choosing to enlighten other beings. Now when we are talking about these people, we have to also be careful that these light workers who are amazing, who have not seen difficulties but impacting a lot of lives, can also, some people can also try or pose to be these light workers. But how will you differentiate? Because the other people who's making you fearful for anything, who's trying to take an advantage from you, or who's trying to extract money from you, or who's trying to make you fearful of different things, or different who's telling you to be afraid of God, or who's telling you to be afraid of some power or some superpower or his power or anything, that person is not a true light worker. So it is very important to differentiate and follow the right light worker or right person as a guide. But when you follow somebody who's actually making you fearful, who's actually trying to extract money from you, who's actually trying to get some advantage from you, you're not going on the right path, and your difficulties will never end. So this is one. Second, when the second type of light workers are who have seen a lot of difficulties in their life, they've undergone a lot of difficulties, and then after dealing with their difficulties, they have chosen a path, or while dealing with the difficulties, they have chosen a path to be a light worker and to help others in their life. Now that is because that soul is an old soul, but not really like into the last birth probably, or it has chosen to learn simultaneously and enlighten at the same time. So this could be a few of the last births or last birth even, but that soul has chosen a most difficult path or a more difficult path than the other one, and that's why it has also undergone certain difficulties, and with or having undergone those difficulties in that soul's life or that person's life, it equips that person to deal with the difficulties of others and connect with the difficulties of others in a better manner, in a more compassionate way, and that is when that empathy kind of falls in place. Now this second set of people who are soul workers, who have, or light workers, who have find or undergone some difficulties in their life, there is one difference that you have to always identify if you are actually going to get or seek some help from this set of people. There are two type of people there as well. One, who are very positive. They are very positive, they are moving towards positivity, they are moving towards getting rid of those difficulties of their lives, they are moving towards a better life themselves, and thereby they can help you move towards a better life for you as well. But there is this set of people who are still undergoing difficulties. They are having a difficult life, they are having difficult relationships, they are having those difficulties in their life, and as an escape they're choosing to be a light worker. So learn tarot cards, learn healing, learn angel cards, learn anything, but that is an escape, because they think that when they help others deal with their problems, they're actually making their life better, or they're actually making them feel that okay, they are into trouble, but the whole world is also in trouble, and they are helping others, so that kind of gives them a solace. Now with this second type of people, their work will not be as effective. Why? Because the solutions that they are giving you, they've not applied those solutions in their own life. And to be a light worker, the first rule is that the positivity, the solutions, the things that you advise to other people, you give to other people, it is very important to apply that into your life. And when you start applying those into your own life is when you can actually extend those, and you can actually give those or help others to see that positivity and follow a positive life. So that is why it is very important to apply those rules, those guidance, those things that you've learned, because there are a lot of people who've learned healings, who've learned NLP, who's learned different techniques. They are gurus, they are guides, they are light workers, they are life coaches, but they actually are under tremendous pressure in their own life, and they've actually chosen this either just to earn or just as an escape. So that is when you will not find that kind of help or that kind of change in your life happening, dealing with those people, because they're still not there. They're new souls, they are not really on that journey, they are not really learning anything. So this can help you also to develop and be a light worker, and if you are in that escape path, you can actually change your own life and thereby change others' life. And if you're going to follow, or you are following a light worker, this will help you identify if you are following a right light worker, or this person needs improvement in his or her own life and they are just using it as an escape. Now it is not necessary that you connect with the whole world or you have many followers. You can just be a light worker for yourself, and thereby you can impact other lives. Now when you are impacting other lives, one thing that you have to understand is you cannot start working with your inner circle. Your inner circle is your family, people who are close to you. If you think that you are awakening, you're becoming positive, but your family is not changing. You're teaching them things, you're telling them things, but they're not learning it. And this is something that is frustrating you. Understand that this will happen. Why? Because our close circle are the souls who will make it difficult for us, so that our learning is complete and we are completely firm in our learning. We despite of difficulties, we are on the same path, and that is where the test is. So people who are surrounding us, our family or very close people, they'll not get impacted by your awareness. They will not become aware, they'll not become enlightened, they will not even believe you for a while. And only when you start doing things for yourself and use your awareness to help the outer circle, like people who ask for help from you, your colleagues, your friends or other people, when you start helping them, that is when the light will start flowing towards your inner circle, your family, and that's when your family will enlighten or your family members will awaken. So don't try to change your inner circle, don't try to teach them, don't try to make your awareness become part of their awareness. It will not happen, and don't get frustrated over it if it is not happening. It is not meant to happen like that. And if you want to be a light worker, you want to impact many lives, like I said, don't use this as an escape. Start applying those things, those positivity, that hope into your own life, and when you do that, your light will increase, your soul will take up, and when your soul takes up, when your soul is the one who is guiding you, then you are going to impact multiple lives. So that is for light workers. Now let's just talk about how do you connect with your guides and angels. First of all, every human being, so every person has guides and angels. Now for these guides and angels, they don't really have to be like somebody from foreign and some proper angel or with a fancy name or something. They don't have to be like that. They can be just as simple as the gods you worship, or the people that you believe in, who have passed away. They can be like Ma Durga, they can be Hanuman, they can be Pegambar, they can be Jesus, they can be anybody. They don't have to have a particular set of name and a particular set of identification. They can be anybody who you believe can guide you. Second, connecting with your guides is actually a 3-step rule. The 3-step rule is believing, opening up, and receiving. And in this 3-step rule, you can actually start connecting with your guides and angels, and it's not something that will blow your mind off. Okay, it's something that is very subtle. It's an energy that is very subtle. So when you open up, now what happens is that in human body, our mind, our human mind is the one who's controlling, and that's why you'll always face this thing that your heart is saying something, your mind is saying something. That second voice that you hear is your soul telling you something, and when you ignore that voice continuously, your soul just shuts up and does not say anything, and you just go ahead and follow your mind, and that's when you get to the wrong path, or you choose a wrong path for yourself. So that soul's voice is very important. So you have to open up to listen to your soul and to listen to your guides and angels. Second, believing. So when you open up, you have to start saying a prayer that now I understand that there are my guides and my angels that are around me, and you can take a name of a god or anybody that you believe in, okay, any energy. So my guides and my angels are around me, and I'm open to receive their guidance to help me follow my soul path, to help me move towards my soul purpose, to identify my soul purpose. And if at any time I'm moving away from my soul path, or I'm going in any wrong direction, I allow them to stop me. I allow them to give me signs, give me signals, so that I continue be on my life path and I have abundance in my life. So you can start with this prayer. Now when you're saying this prayer, what you're doing is you're opening up, you're telling that I'm ready to receive. Now when you're ready to receive, you have to believe in it. So if you doubt it, that okay, I'm saying a prayer, but will anything happen? Like, does my guide contact me, or did it happen, or does it actually exist? When you start questioning, it doesn't happen because you're not believing in it. And when you're not believing in it, you are actually creating some negative energy, and that negative energy is blocking your guides and angels to come towards you, because that energy is generated from your mind. Your mind is actually pulling in doubts there, so that you don't connect with the soul. Because once you connect with the soul, it overtakes your mind, and your mind cannot play with you. It cannot make you negative. So that is when you're going to believe in it, and once you start believing it, you will start receiving it. Now for receiving it, it's not that you'll see an angel right sitting in front of you talking to you, or not that you'll see some different face or some different structure right in front of you. That might happen, but maybe at a later stage. Maybe that's how your guides try or start contacting with you, if you believe in that ways. But usually it is a very subtle voice in your ears or in your head, or it is a very subtle thought in your head, but you can differentiate. You know that this thought is not coming from you. You know that this voice is not yours. So whatever it is telling you, start writing it down somewhere. If you don't want to start following it right away, start writing it down somewhere, and after a while see if there is an impact that this voice had. If there was this, whatever this voice was telling you to do could have made an impact in your life, and thereby you will know whether your guides and angels are with you. For example, when I read like every day, you've been seeing that I've post video on Sushant, I post posts on Sushant, but they are not like every day I'm doing it. It's only when I'm doing my normal readings and the cards start jumping off, and when they start jumping off, usually it is Queen of Wands that jumps off. And when it does, then I ask in my mind that, is there something that you're telling me? And in my head, I heard like either there is a video that I need to make, or there is a post that I have to kind of put on the Facebook or on YouTube. And then I do my cards, because that's how I connect. I do my cards and I ask, what is the post that I need to say, or what is it that I need to say in that post, and I hear it in my head very clear. And it's not that I'm thinking about it, that's why I'm hearing it. I'm doing my routine work and suddenly this thought comes and it says something to me. That is where your angels, your guides, or your ancestors, the souls, are talking to you, and that's where the difference will come. And you'll start recognizing it, you'll start understanding it, and you'll start following it if you believe in it. So I think this is it for today, and start following it, start connecting with your guides and angels. And if you want to be a light worker, or if you want to follow a light worker, figure out and then follow the right person. Also subscribe the channel if you can. It is good for me, because it kind of helps me make out some time for the channel as well, because I really want a lot of people to get connected to soul and awaken spiritually, and that's my basic motive behind this channel, because it's easy to connect with a lot of you, and a lot of you cannot really think of paying an amount and then awakening spiritually. And that's why this is like for free. Anybody can hear it, anybody can move ahead with it and actually change their lives. So that's the intention. So please subscribe the channel, share the link with anybody and everybody that you can on your social media, on your contacts, or on your WhatsApp groups, and like the video. That helps video become more searchable. And I've also started a series on tarot reading, so if you're interested, you can start watching that series, and slowly and gradually you can learn tarot reading. That's for free, you don't have to pay anything. There is no hidden thing that I will post half of it and half of it will be paid, nothing like that. It's all free. You can actually start following that and become a tarot reader, intuitive by yourself, or become a light worker by yourself. And I will see you with the next few videos very, very soon. There might be certain delay, because now I have to make videos for the monthly predictions that I make every month, so there might be slight delay in the videos that I post every day. But I will keep posting, and next video we'll talk about how we choose our lives and how we plan people around us. So I'll see you very, very soon. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Bye.